Kamala Harris on Joe Rogan would be quite something. She can't handle it. And this is an act of desperation. They are seeing the data collapse. You forget what candidates say. Instead, look at what candidates do. And Kamala Harris wanting to go do potentially a Joe Rogan interview and also Brett Baer after she did this failed media circuit last week, they are seeing their numbers start to nosedive, and they want to bring them back. Does that mean we're going to win if the election was held today? I still give us a 50-50 shot. I still think it's a 50-50 chance today. I think Donald Trump has the momentum. I think we're starting to get into gear with ballot chasing. But understand, the Democrats have thousands of people ballot chasing right now. We are outmanned, outgunned, outspent. Outmanned, outgunned, outspent. But will we be outworked? That is the question. Let's play cut 4. ABC News says the economy is getting worse with more Americans trusting Trump to handle the economy. Now, if you guys want some encouragement why you should work harder and why I think we can run to the finish line and we have a reasonable chance at winning here, is because late breakers are going in Donald Trump's direction. Understand, everybody, we've already won the debate. I've said this before. The debate is over. We are the winner of the debate. There are 4 major issues in every election that you could break it down as 4 major issues. We have won convincingly on 3 out of 4, and one of them we're only losing now by 10 points, which is abortion. I wish the country was pro-life. That is 2025 stuff that we can work on, the culture, persuasion. We have won on economy. We've won on immigration, foreign policy / competency to serve. They've won on one issue, which is abortion. So we win on 3 out of 4. They win on 1 out of 4. And the 1 out of 4 that they're winning on is a very micro issue in the sense that it is ranked low on importance for voters. It is less than 10% of voters are only voting on the abortion issue. So we have 3 out of 4. This was not the case in COVID in 2020. We lost on COVID in 2020. We lost on competency to serve. We lost on quote unquote integrity. And we barely won on the economy in 2020. We didn't even win on immigration in 2020. We lost on almost every major issue in 2020. And with all the nonsense, still only fell 42,000 ballots short in 3 states. This is not about the debate. It's about machine time, baby. It's about who is going to be able to chase the ballots and do the work. Who has the better plumbing? Who has the better mechanics of get out the vote? Policies are basically now baked into the equation. Who can do the work? And this audience needs to keep on doing the work, because look right here. Americans are tilting towards Donald Trump when it comes to the issues they care about most. Play cut 4.
Some 59% of Americans say they believe the economy is getting worse, compared to just 23% who say it's getting better, with more Americans trusting Trump to handle the economy if he wins a second term.
I mean, look, I'm not going to make any predictions, but the table is set, everybody, for us to chase to win. The table is set. You could not ask for a better set of circumstances. And young black men, which is traditionally the base of the Democrat Party, is defecting. Play cut 42.
And sometimes there's a trend line that I never noticed before and make me go, whoa. This is one of them, all right? This is the Democratic margin among black men under the age of 45 in presidential elections. You go back to November of 2012, what do you see? You see Obama by 81. Clinton only won him by 63. Then we're all the way down to Biden last time around by 53. A tremendous drop already. And then you take a look at the average of the most recent polls, and Kamala Harris is up by only 41 points. That is about half the margin that Obama won them by back in November of 2012. And this, I think, is, when Barack Obama goes in last week when he was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, essentially talking to young black men, he made it seem like it was a Kamala Harris specific problem. This is part of a long-standing trend of young black men moving away from the Democratic Party, and Kamala Harris is just the latest to face that magnitude of younger black men going towards the Republicans.
That was
Look, Blake's Dartmouth classmate there is spot on, Harry Enton. I mean, that is a collapse. 40-point collapse of black men, and I see it on campus. It's so amazing. It never used to be the case. If a black man will come up to a turning point table, he's now more likely a MAGA supporter than he is on the left. By the way, it's just a man in general. Hispanic man, Asian man. That is the distinction here. If it ends up being a 40-point collapse, then they have big problems. So what do we have to do? The table is set for us to work harder than ever before. Everybody, it is 21 days to the last day of voting. 21 days to the last day of voting. We have 21 days left. Cammie peaked a little while ago. Trump has not peaked yet. Let me say it again. Trump has not peaked. No one runs the 2-minute drill like Donald Trump. We are tied. It's fourth quarter. We have the ball on our own 40. And there's 1 minute and 42 seconds to go. We have Tom Brady. And we are the offensive line. You are the offensive line. Go do the work. Chase the ballots. Give our candidate a chance to go win the game. We have the best closer in the history of politics. Go chase ballots.